What up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of 12 Rounds TV. I know I've been uploading videos all day. I'm just that excited, just like some of you guys are, and some of you guys are not so much. Anyway, thing I want to talk to you guys about today is endorsement. Endorsement. Ran into this article 22 minutes ago, or 32 minutes ago. And very, very interesting. Some things that, you know, how we're so looking forward to this fight of Mayweather and Pacquiao, less than 24 hours away. We want to know a little bit about them, both of them. And there's things that we don't know, So it's good to know from people, from you guys, comments and my little analysis, if you call it that way. Anyway, without further and no more ado, Floyd Mayweather, the star athlete, no sponsor touch. Anyway, as we all know, Floyd Mayweather has been known and has been named, dubbed the highest paid athlete of 2014. Made a lot of money, over $100 million. I believe the last person that did that, or the last athlete that did that, was Tiger Woods in 2009. I believe he made $100 million and he was named the highest paid athlete. But not for a single year. Anyway, I'm sure there's a lot more people out there, a lot more athletes that are making more money than Floyd. But indeed, it was Floyd Mayweather Jr. that was named, dubbed the highest paid athlete. We all know that. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is one of the most successful athletes in the world. But no advertiser wants him selling their product. Why? I was always wondering about that when first noticing Floyd wearing trunks, his trunks that are plain. I mean, they're expensive and all stuff, alligator or snake skin, stuff like that. But no logos, though, other than just the designs, right? So, obviously, later on, I found out that I really thought that it was Floyd that chooses not to have any endorsements and sponsors, but I guess there's more to it than that. Here we come. Even companies such as Nike and Coca-Cola, and this is funny because Warren Buffett have been seen with Floyd at many occasions, and he's I believe one of the shareholders of Coca-Cola, right? Or maybe not, don't know. Anyway, Nike and Coca-Cola that have signed or stayed with athletes who find themselves in legal trouble, such as Michael Vick, Kobe Bryant, won't touch Mayweather, who is undefeated in 47 professional fights. You can't deny people what want to watch him. Obviously, a lot of people want to watch Floyd. Every time he fights, people watch him. He gets a lot of money, and that's the end of it. And people have been waiting a long time to see this fight, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. It doesn't mean you'll buy a product he's endorsing or believe him as a spokesman. That's what the editor of the Sports Marketers Scouting Report said. Not going to mention his name. You guys can find out. Anyway, I guess what they're saying is that even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. sells tickets and have a lot of fans, it's not necessarily the person that they want to put with their products, to advertise their products. Mayweather Jr. has his own clothing company, the TMT, right? Yeah, the Money Team, and that's what he always wears everywhere, ever since, I don't know, as long as I can remember. Mayweather has pled guilty to domestic violence charges at least 3 separate times. He served 2 months in jail, 2012, which that was actually supposed to be 90 days, but with good behavior, he got out in 60. for attacking the mother of his 10-year-old sons in front of them. All of you guys know that already. He also pleaded guilty, or was found guilty, on domestic violence charges in 2001, 2002, and 2003, serving suspended sentences and house arrest. Got lucky there, house arrest. A former fiancé is suing him over allegations that he beat and threatened her for 2 long years. That was, I believe, he calls her Miss Jackson. Even if he wins his even if he wins much anticipated match with Pacquiao, he probably still won't score any endorsement. That sucks. I mean, I know Mayweather is making like over $100 million, if not close to $200 million on this one. And Pacquiao was only supposed to make like $80 million, but he's got a lot of endorsement. And if you guys didn't know, Pacquiao just got endorsed with another company. I know Samsung is another one. That's why he carries that Samsung cell phone. And he takes selfies, and everywhere he goes, he's using it. That's one of his endorsements. And God knows how much they pay him. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, there's another Foot Locker commercial that came on. It's on YouTube. Hilarious. Funny. It's just that Pacquiao, yes, he doesn't speak very much English like myself. My English is broken. But he's funny. People like funny people. And he's very kind, he's very humble. You know, you want somebody, you know, most people would argue that they'd rather see somebody that's aggressive or straightforward, candid, if you will. You know, so they can attract more viewers and fans. But that's not the case. I don't think these companies, especially Coca-Cola and Nike, they don't like that kind of, you know, endorsement from people when you have that kind of background. You know, domestic violence is especially beating up women. You know, society don't like that. I mean, society would rather probably take you if you assaulted another man, you know. But a man assaulting a woman, then that's a different story. Especially if you pleaded guilty to it, and you served jail time. So pretty much you're saying you did it. Advertisers avoided Mayweather before he landed in jail. Oh, really? Thanks to his habit of going on racist and homophobic rants about other fighters, to include Manny Pacquiao. You know what? You know what's funny about that? I have been saying this all along. My past YouTube videos, if you guys watch them, I've been saying that's not a good image you'll be putting out there, to be a highest paid athlete that people paying you money for, but you are racist as you know what. I'm sure Floyd Mayweather Jr. has a lot of Asian fans like myself. I'm not a fan, but I'm Asian. And he does, you know, he probably have people working for him that are Hispanic, you know, white, Asians. I mean, you got all those people. And then for you to make comments as such to Manny Pacquiao, like, I'm going to make Pacquiao go to the kitchen and make me some rice after I beat him, or what does he say? Pacquiao can go back to the Philippines and make me some sushi or something like that. I mean, those are all racial comments. Imagine the magnitude of the scandal if that would have been reversed. If Manny Pacquiao had said some things about Mayweather that are racial, it would cause an uproar. Like a hurricane, like a wildfire. Unstoppable. And Manny Pacquiao probably would never ever set foot in the United States again, ever. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. I mean, you know, before, to be honest with you guys, I thought Mayweather was a good boxer, great boxer. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, this dude is good. You know what I mean? But you erase all of that, especially for Asian people like myself, and for some people that I'm speaking for, some Asians, or for most Asians. You erase all of that vision that we have on you, image that we have on you when you make racial comments as such. Celebrities, athletes, happens all the time. You make a racial comments, boom. But Mayweather, since he's a Las Vegas cash cow, he's most highest paid athlete, and people around him make money when he does things. They tend to shut their mouth and not get him in trouble. I mean, Mayweather, yes, been in trouble for domestic violences and a bunch of charges against it, but it's all only on one offense. He could have gotten in trouble for many things, for saying racial stuff. And Dana White is one of the witnesses to that. Or remember when years back when Dana White had a little rant and ripped Floyd Mayweather Jr. on presidential address? Oh, that was crazy. And even Floyd Mayweather Jr. had some racial comments about Lin, the basketball player, Jeremy Lin, because he said, he only gets those hypes because he's Asian. You can't say that. You can't say that he gets all these praises, because he's Asian. No, man, come on, man. Let's cut that crap. Anyway, he did one commercial, Mayweather did, for AT&T in 2009, in which he didn't have any lines. And he had a shoe deal with Reebok, but neither deal was renewed in 2010. So that means AT&T and Reebok actually afforded Mayweather the opportunity to be their image. Gave him a deal, but it only lasted that 1 year, 2009. It was never renewed in 2010. I wonder why. And unlike other athletes who apologize when they find themselves in legal trouble, Mayweather has never acknowledged or apologized his guilt, despite guilty pleas. That's true. When was the last time you heard Mayweather said, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a better person, I did it? No. Even when he went to jail and stuff like that, and then this domestic violence cases against him, lawsuit against him, he still says, well, they're never proven that because there's no pictures. Without no pictures, nothing gonna happen. But you guys know what happened in those pictures, right? Las Vegas, he got burned, supposedly was legal. They cover Floyd Mayweather up. And you know what? One of these days, all those people that keep covering Floyd Mayweather Jr., when Mayweather goes down, all of you goes down too. Mark my word. You're all hefty right now because you're covering a highest paid athlete, because Mayweather right now is light. He's a cash cow, so people like him. Now what happens when Mayweather stops making money for you guys? What happens if Mayweather, not if, but when Mayweather retires? What happens when Floyd Mayweather loses tomorrow, fights again September, loses again, and decides to retire? What are those people around Mayweather now gonna say or do? Cash cow is gone. How about if he doesn't renew his contract with Showtime? How about if it's Showtime, all of a sudden, we don't want to renew your contract anymore, Floyd. You ain't undefeated no more. Or we're gonna have a deal, a new deal contract with Pacquiao. Now what? Now all those people that supporting around Floyd Mayweather is gonna be angry because there's no more cash flowing. Now it's hefty. I mean, everybody's getting money from Floyd. Just like he said, I'm feeding American citizens every day until the day comes. It all comes to an end, man. Happy things, wealth, riches, it don't last long. We've seen many athletes, celebrities that are millionaires, wealthy, made so much money, and end up broke. Chris Tucker. Robert Downey Jr. was actually broke one time. He was a cokehead, and he got a break with the Iron Man, turned life around. You guys know Will Smith was bankrupt at one time? I mean, plenty. Wesley Snipes, Michael Vick, Aaron Hernandez, Patriots tight end. I mean, I can go on and on forever. And the Ray Rice, the running back. I mean, you got plenty of athletes. And you know what? Floyd, he's on the verge of filling up an empty shoe per se. Anyway, oh, look at this. Check this out. Mayweather is also a big defender of Ravens NFL running back Ray Rice. I just said that name. Rice issued numerous apologies after knocking out his then fiance and pleading guilty to aggravated assault. That was a video that was shown last year. Knocked out his girlfriend in the elevator, dragged her out. I thought she was dead. But he never went back to NFL, did he? Mayweather is the world's best paid athlete according to most estimates. God knows how much debt he has, or I shouldn't say debt because he likes to pay by cash. How much money he really have left after he pays everybody. I mean, he feeds a lot of people in his camp. I mean, he lives a very luxurious life. He got lots of cars, lots of houses. I mean, yeah, you know, I paid him cash, right? That's what Floyd Mayweather said. I paid everything cash. But guess what? Those houses and cars, they need maintenance. They need insurances. Houses need, what you call this, taxes. And money needs to come flowing all the time. If it stops, hope he's got a plan. He can have $1 billion in your account. The way Floyd Mayweather spends his money in gambles, I'll go down and drain like that, bros. But who am I, right? I'm not the highest paid athlete. Anyway, but mark my word though, Floyd Mayweather is not always going to make $100 million a year. No. He earned more than $100 million in 2014. That's what I said to you guys. He was the highest paid athlete then. And will likely get at least $120 million for Saturday's fight tomorrow. Mayweather's vast wealth is another reason why he probably won't get any endorsement deals. Few advertisers could pay enough to make it worth his while. If I was Floyd Mayweather, man, I'll take it. I don't care if it was 20,000, 50,000, 30,000, 100,000, because you will not get the same image as you have now, or you might not get the same fame you have now as you get older. Take everything you can get. You're about to retire. It's not like you only had 20 fights. You got 47 fights, about to be 48 tomorrow. You're 38 years old, about to turn 39. You gotta get everything you can. Stop cherry picking like how you cherry pick your opponents and take the damn deals. That's just my suggestion. There's a lot of brands who might be interested if they could get him for 50,000 or 100,000. There you go. Which negotiates celebrity endorsement deals, but not at the prices he would demand. Look at this. See, there are brands out there that are willing to give Mayweather a shot. Endorsement, sponsors. But Mayweather said, this is what they're saying. Mayweather wants higher pay. You know what I mean? So they're offering him, hey Mayweather, can you do this commercial for us for 100,000? Mayweather said, hell no. I'll do it for $1 million. Well, we can't afford that, you know, or it's not that big of a deal. So either you take it or not. 100,000, right? Make 10 of those, you make $1 million. But he wants $1 million up front, just like he wouldn't fight Pacquiao unless it was $100 million or more, or close to $200 million. He's way over his head. I got it, you know what I mean? I never. I mean, you know, right now, if you put yourself, just imagine you put yourself in Mayweather's shoe, you probably feel like the king of the world. You can buy everything, you can get everything. You don't have no worries. Everything is paid for. You got people that you can call any second of the day and they come running to your doorstep. I want a massage. Boom. 2 minutes. It's here. I want a chef. I want some Italian food today. I want some cheeseburger. Boom. 2 minutes is done. I want to eat in Las Vegas, in the town, in the hotel. Close the whole restaurant down. I'm going to go eat over there by myself. Bodyguards all over the place. 5 Lamborghinis parked. Just him by himself eating in a restaurant. Must be nice. He lives really healthy. And you know, I don't know if I should say that blessed. He's blessed. As he always says, I believe I'm a chosen one. Didn't he say that somewhere? I thought I heard that. He said, I believe I'm a chosen one. I'm the one, or something like that. He said, he made a comment also, one of the All Access, that I only someone like me, not verbatim, but someone like me only comes around once in a lifetime. And yeah, man, you know, we're making that much money. Twitter, Instagram, posting millions of dollars of cash, putting in the bag, taking it to bet, collecting, cashing, collecting. You know, a lot of money, a lot of money. But nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. We all know that. Fun, rich, wealth, all of those are good, but they don't last forever. I just think that if Floyd Mayweather Jr. had put down his ego a little bit, humbled down a little bit, maybe people would respect him a little bit more. If not, he would really be crowned as the greatest ever, the best ever, right? Because attitude reflects leadership, right? So if he has a good attitude, then people can see him as a leader and follow him. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody follows him now. I mean, on YouTube, for example, I mean, there's a lot of people that comment on me and say bad things, hate things. You know, I gotta share you this one thing. There's some guy that commented me. I don't know why I deleted it, but I deleted it. He said, I mean, he just wanted to say something negative to me, but he didn't really know what he was saying. And the dude was subscribed to me at the time, and he unsubscribed. He was like, you know what, stop talking trash, blah, 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 because at the end of the day, Floyd will beat Mayweather. I was like, what the hell? This dude must be on crack. And I was like, maybe he was just typing so fast, you know, trying to get out there, trying to just say his last few things to me and try to get me riled up. I don't care what you say, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, Floyd will beat Mayweather. Okay, I guess so. All right, okay. Anyway, so yeah, when it comes to endorsements, Manny Pacquiao has the most. I mean, he's got Nike, he's got Foot Locker, he's got Samsung now, he's got some, in the Philippines he's got plenty, if not all of them. So he does make money on the side, you know, not to count commercials and stuff like that. He does come on TV every once in a while. I mean, he's not like his boxing is his only job per se or career. He's also a politician, which makes money too, and he has a power. You know, Pacquiao wrote a letter to Indonesia and got a lady out of execution. That's how much power he's got. Pacquiao is never ever, as long as he stays humble, as long as he stays the way he is, and not go back to the old Manny, I believe he will live a very, very healthy life, hefty life. You know, people love him. You know what I mean? I mean, anywhere in Asia, he can go anywhere in Asia, and he'll be treated VIP. Tell me one country that Floyd can do that, other than America. Not even everywhere in America. Hell, people in America don't want to endorse him. Maybe Las Vegas. Yeah, but what happens? Las Vegas is all about money. Las Vegas is all about make us money, feed us every day, right? What happens when Floyd retires? Do you think Floyd will still get treated the same? Heck to the no. And I don't think he realized that. How many people do you really think that are in Floyd Mayweather's corner at the moment that would leave him, disown him when he retires, and finally don't need their services? That call him their friend, his friend. How many people do you think would turn their backs on him? Hell, he got a best friend before named 50 Cent, the rapper. What happened to that? That was because of money also. Money kills. Money, yeah, money is great, man. You know, I would love to have millions of dollars. I would, but not with that attitude. Just to put it out there, I would love to have lots of money and help others and be philanthropist and all that stuff, which I believe Floyd is. But not with that attitude. It's not gonna last long. And guess what? It'll bite you in the butt 10 times more than you have it good. You know what I mean? Like if you had it so good right now, imagine what would happen when situation had been reversed and instead of being good, you have it so bad. to where people spit on you and laugh at you and look down on you. I'm gonna say this right now. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not in a situation where he is now, the highest paid athlete, is very famous, about to fight Manny Pacquiao, do you really think, I mean, I don't even like this guy I'm about to mention, but do you really think that Stephen A. Smith of ESPN Sports Analyst would even try to lower his ego and humble down just to get another interview with Floyd Mayweather Jr.? If Floyd Mayweather Jr. retired last year, because you know Stephen A. Smith is one of his supposed to be loyal fan, friend, whatever. They had an argument last year, and I made a video of it, and I made a lot of views on it on my other channel. And I said, Stephen A. Smith is like that right now because, and you guys got back together and friends right now because of who you are, you know. If Floyd Mayweather had retired last year before fighting again, I don't think Stephen A. Smith would have gotten back and friends with him again, you know. Just like any other friends that he had that turned their back on him. Those are not real friends. They're only your friends because of your fame. But who am I? I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a therapist. Just saying what I speak. You know, like I said, all these videos are just my thoughts and analysis and reactions to everything that goes on in boxing. I'm nobody. But anyway, yeah, that's my little review on the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao, the wealth and endorsement. And leave you guys with this. Yes, Manny Pacquiao is not getting the same cut as Mayweather, all right, in this fight. Mayweather is close to $200 million. Manny Pacquiao is like $100 million, right? $120 million, so 60-40 or whatnot, 70-30, whatever. But to be honest, if it's saying over here, Manny Pacquiao actually is probably gonna get more than Floyd Mayweather because of his endorsement. People love him, you know. Manny Pacquiao don't need no 5 Bugattis and 100 cars. He did buy $4 million worth of ticket though. But what is $4 million ticket versus what Floyd bets on, for example, tomorrow? I mean, in his fight, there's a Kentucky Derby going on. I wonder if he's gonna bet on that. His lifestyle, luxurious, everybody around him that follow him like a puppy. Floyd, feed us. Can I do this? I mean, he dressed everybody. He buys everybody jewelry, cars, I mean, food. All of that stuff, man. That thing costs money. Hell, jet, his G4 or G5, whatever that is, costs money, you know. That's because right now the money's flowing. What happens when the well gets empty? What do you think Las Vegas? Do you think MGM Grand Resorts International is a business? Do you think they will treat Floyd Mayweather Jr. the same how they treat him so good right now if he wasn't athlete, if he wasn't a boxer anymore? Heck to no. It's a business, man. He is Las Vegas cash cow at the moment. But he's not getting any younger. He ain't gonna fight till he's 70. What happens when he loses tomorrow? What happens when he loses against September? Let me see how many fans turn their back on him. So yeah, there you go, guys. My little review, my little analysis. Jot me down some hate comments, some likes and dislikes, what have you. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.